Today we are here with Olivia Malone, and she is a law student. So our first question is, where did you go to college?
I graduated from Boston College, but I started off by going to UMass Amherst for 1 year.
And did you transfer? You transferred that year?
Yeah, I transferred after my freshman year, and so I went to BC for 3 years.
Where do you go to law school?
I go to New England Law, Boston.
And what type of law are you looking to go into?
I'm going to be doing intellectual property law, specifically patents and patent prosecution.
Is there anything other than law school that you need to complete in order to go into this field of law?
For patents specifically, you have to have either an undergrad degree, like a bachelor's in science, you need like biology, chemistry, engineering, something like that, or a master's in one of those subjects, because you need one of those degrees in order to be eligible for the patent bar exam, which is a separate bar exam that you have to take in order to prosecute patents.
And what was your major in college? And did you have a minor?
I majored in biology and I minored in finance.
Um, so going off of that, have you always known that you wanted to go into law and knew like the type of law that you wanted to do, or no?
No, I wanted to be a doctor. I went to college pre med undergrad. That's why I was studying biology. And I actually graduated pre med. So I technically could have taken the MCAT and gone to medical school, but instead I took the LSAT and went to law school. I just didn't like being a doctor is a lot of work. Not that being a lawyer is also not a lot of work. It just like wasn't for me, and I realized that I was more interested in law.
Okay. What has been the most difficult part of law school?
Um, I think probably like how tired you get of like you get burnt out because you are reading so much and you're studying so much. You just get so tired and the breaks you're given are just like not that long. So I think probably trying to like sustain your energy is like the hardest part.
Could you walk us through a typical day and like what that would look like in law school?
Yeah, so like your first year of law school is more probably similar to like a high school or a college schedule. You are in a section, you're either in like a morning, afternoon, or like a later in the afternoon section. So I was in like an afternoon section to start. So what I would do was I would wake up in the morning. I personally would be picked up by my dad and go to his work, and he would like set me up in an office, and I would like review all my readings that I had done for homework the night before and like retake notes and study until I had class, and then I would walk over to school, and you're in class like back to back. So you would have like two classes a day, maybe three depending. You have to take like a writing class too usually. And so you'd go to school and then you'd go home and you do all your homework and then you go to bed and you do the same thing the next day.
Okay. What is one piece of advice you would give somebody looking to go into law school?
I would say that if you're just like looking for a job, probably not for you because it's difficult and it's not enjoyable unless you're interested in it. Like a lot of kids drop out because they're just like, well, I'll just go to law school. And then it's so hard. And if you don't enjoy what you're actually doing, it doesn't go well. So I think you got to be interested in it.
Okay. And what are some important traits that you think you would need to be in law school?
It definitely helps if you're organized. You need to make sure that you keep track of your homework, keep track of when things are due. You don't get like, there's no late assignments. You have to turn things in on time. So organization.
Has there been anything about law school that surprised you, or is it pretty much what you expected it to be?
Um, Pretty much what I expected it to be, I feel like, but I didn't think I was gonna be like this tired. Like it's a lot more work than like I thought.
Okay. And if you could give your high school self one tip, what would it be?
Probably that it's not that serious. Like I wanted to be a doctor so bad. I studied so hard, like went to school, like pre med, whatever, and I'm in a completely different field. It like works out the way it's going to. Like obviously my biology degree helped me get into the IP section of law, but like thought I was going to be a pediatrician, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like try everything you want to do and just go with what you're interested in.
Okay. Is there anything you would have changed in your path to law school?
I think it all worked out. Maybe I would have tried a little bit harder in college to just maybe get into like a more prestigious law school, but I do think that the one I ended up at like was perfect for like location. The scholarships there are good, so like that, but maybe just like a little bit better grades in college.
Okay, and my last question is what is your favorite part about?
I actually do enjoy learning about the law. It's actually like incredibly interesting to know like how things work, and it's actually in every single thing that people do, whether it's like buying a house or having a regular business. Like lawyers are everywhere. So I think that's like my favorite part is knowing that like I'll always have a job somewhere doing something.
Okay. Thank you.